Well, Angela and I, we've been, this year will be our 12th year of marriage. And coming up in July 26th.
And 12 is...
So it's been indeed an incredible journey, similar to what Dr. Bliss and Brother Bliss were talking about earlier, as far as testifying about the faithfulness of God.
Man.
And how the enemy will come in and try to destroy it, but as you are united in God and united with each other, that as far as that bond of love and fellowship and continuity and consistency builds. So, wow.
We met. Good stuff. We met.
Oh, we got good.
We did meet. Now take off the list ahead and give us the right.
Amen.
How we met?
Well, how we met was we met over the telephone, actually. I was working in the healthcare medical field, processing medical claims and with Medicaid, Medicare, those kind of things. And Angela was working at, well, she still works today at Crawford Long Hospital. And so I had a set of accounts, and I happened to have an account that had her name on it. And I just called to find out information from her and just to talk to her, those kind of things, so forth like that. And we was talking, and then she was like, "Wow, enjoyed talking to you." I said, "Enjoyed talking to you too." They know who she was. Then we followed up and talked some more.
What? Now what?
And so we,
was it the boy? It was the boy. What? It was the boy.
Yeah, and so we talked for about a year.
Yeah, a year.
So we talked back and forth over the phone for a whole year, and we had never seen each other.
Wow.
Then finally at the end of a year, I got up with enough nerve one day to ask her out for lunch. And I was like, now what if she says no? You know, like, go back to talking on the phone. But, you know, she said, to my surprise, she said yes. And we met at Mixed Restaurant right across the street from...
I remember
right We met at Mix and had lunch, and that was probably one of the most nerve-wracking days for me, making sure I got there on time and make sure I was dressed right and everything like that. And what I was going to say when I finally met this person who I enjoyed talking to for a year over the phone, and finally seeing her, seeing how she looked, and she would see how I look and all those other kind of things like that.
And what did you have on?
So we both had on, I had on a tan color suit, and you had on brown. Similar to kind of like...
We had on the same color.
Yeah, kind of like the colors you have on now. Yeah, we had on the same color. We didn't even know that. And so we finally met in person. We enjoyed that. And during the course of the lunch, I was so nervous I couldn't eat. You know?
Salad. And I ate. Not nervous. I ate my food.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
Why were you not nervous? Because, you know, I guess we had talked for so long.
You knew like you
so, right, and I felt like, okay, I'm meeting someone for the first time. We've been talking on the phone for so long, but I still know him because we had gone over so many different, you know, things over the phone. We found out that we had a lot of things in common. Our birthdays in the same month.
Wow.
And it was like, wow, okay. Is this it or what? But anyway, you know, I was not nervous at all. He was sitting there picking, and I was like, I'm eating. And he was talking, I'm like, yeah, all right, I'm eating.
All right.
That's so from there, from that first date that we had, then we had several other dates after that, and then there was a time when I remember one of the things I would always do is that being a native, we both found out we were both natives of Atlanta. And any time that I would meet, you know, a female, what I would always do, I would always bring them by my sister's house and see what my sister, my oldest sister, because my mother had 2 children, and to see what she would say and everything like that. So the day I brought her by my sister's house, she got a chance to meet my sister and to meet my nephews and those kind of things. And they was like, "She's the one. That's the one. That's the one." And I was like, "Oh, okay." They're just, yeah. And so from there, Angela, she had told me, she said, "I would marry you if you asked me." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And so,
they both found them first.
Yeah. And so we have a blended family.
Kind of pushed it on.
Yeah. So we have a blended family. So what I did is one day, it was during the summer. One day I went and picked up our two daughters now. Went and picked them up and brought them down to the hospital, to Crawford Hospital. And I went into the chapel. And I called her on the phone and said, we need you to come into chapel, and it's something very important we got to talk to you about, like right now. You know, so her, Andrew and Toya and myself, they helped me plan it and everything like that, to put together the surprise. And the three of us were sitting in the chapel, and then Angela, she comes in. And so when she came into the chapel and they were sitting there on the bench and everything like that, then I got down on one knee and proposed and everything like that.
You trying to downplay it.
One of the things, the reason why I told him that I would accept his proposal if he asked me is that one day I was in South Lake Mall. There's a store 5, 7, and 9.
Yeah.
South Lake Mall. So I went in to purchase something. Right, girl, I know that. What happened was that I went in to purchase something for one of the girls, and there was a salesperson there, which is also the cashier. So we began to talk, and she said to me at the clear blue sky, she said, he is the one that God has sent. He will treat you right. He will treat your girls right. And she said to me, so why are you so hesitant about getting married? And I'm talking about at the clear blue sky. This lady didn't know me. I didn't know her.
Wow.
And I was like, what are you talking about?
Work the neck on?
And right, I'm like, what are you talking about? You know, isn't that how they move? You know, you fell up all in my business. Who are you? But it was just so plain and so clear, and she just came right out and said it. And she said, I guess you'll get that on the way home.
Oh, Lord. Wow. That's like
right, and really. And that's what she said. She said, I guess you'll get it on the way home. And on my way home,
you got it.
I was driving, and I said, that lady does not know me, and I don't know her. Where in the world did she even get that from? And it's like the light bulb came on, and I got it. On the way home when I was driving, I said, he is the man that God has sent to me. Not only to me, but to my girl also. So, as I got home, and I was puzzled. I was really puzzled. And I said, I really need to go back and talk to her. Let me tell you this.
Wow.
Went back. I think I went back like 2 weeks later or whatever. The lady wasn't even there.
Oh, what?
She wasn't even there. She didn't work there anymore.
Oh.
She wasn't there. I didn't even know her name.
Wow.
So I couldn't even tell them who she was. And you talking about my mind that was blown, I was like, oh, God, you really gave me a revelation for real. I hear you. So that's when I prayed about it even more, and I thought about it even more, and then that's when I told him that if you ask me, I'll marry you.
Wow.
I'll marry you. I understand now.
And you just came out and told him that? Okay.
Did you feel like maybe he was afraid to ask you because he didn't think you were going to accept, or you don't know, you just followed what
I just followed.
Okay.
I just followed.